Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about what to do if your lower control arm for your car just doesn't fit. So I had this problem in doing it in my Plymouth. I have a 1999 Plymouth Breeze, and I had to change the lower control arm. And I'm not talking about like the lower control arm that's like just one piece, one straight piece basically. I'm talking about the lower control arm that the ball joint sits in, and then it branches out into two separate pieces. The one piece is bolted up into the subframe straight up, and then the other one's bolted in from the side. So the main problem that I had was the side that was towards the back of the car, the round piece wasn't fitting in. So what I had to do was use WD-40 inside the hole just to lube it up a little bit and remove all of the crap that was in there, because my car's a rusty piece of shit, so there was a bunch of rust in there, so I had to pull that out, and I pulled out like a good handful, and that helped me get a little bit farther. But what ended up actually working was I took a sledgehammer and held it up into place kind of. I just started slamming it with the sledgehammer on the opposite side, and sometimes from the ball joint, the metal piece right there, I hit that a couple times and ended up knocking it back into place. And even then it was super tight, so I had to line up the bolt, push it through to where it went through the ball joint, but not the lower control arm, but not the top part where you put two nuts on. Um, and then I ended up jacking up the whole lower control arm into place. Ended up having to take, I snapped off the one that was near the rear. What I had to do was I had my dad's friend come over, and he torch cut the two nuts off, and then he also torch cut the sway bar link straight off. It ended up catching my car on fire, but that's besides the point. We put it out with water, you know. He asked me. The funny part about this was he looked at me right before he was about to cut these two bolts. Well, the two nuts that were up on top. He looked at me and he said, "Hey, do you have a fire extinguisher around?" And I was like, "Let me go ask." So I went in, and as soon as I asked, like, if we had a fire extinguisher that worked, all I hear from outside is, "Richard, bring water! Richard, bring water!" And I'm like, oh my god, you didn't even wait until I confirmed that there was a fire extinguisher or not. You just went for it. But yeah, it turns out we did not have a fire extinguisher that worked. So I ended up filling like 3 pitchers of water to go out and run. I ran back and forth. One pitcher was filling up, took the other one out to him, grabbed the other one, replaced it, took that out to him, and we finally got it to where it wasn't on fire anymore. But oh, I'm so glad. It was just a rubber piece that caught on fire. I'm so glad it wasn't like the oil, because we would have never put that out with water ever. Like, it wouldn't have worked. But anyway, hit it with a sledgehammer, line it up, bring it up with the jack, and push it through. And if it doesn't push through, you're gonna end up taking a hammer or a mini sledgehammer and just hitting the bolt up until it goes up through. Because sometimes it just doesn't want to line up right, and you have to give it a little force to get it up through. So using a hammer or a mini sledge, and then you should be good to go after that. It took me about 3 hours before I figured that out. I was sitting there for like an hour and a half trying to get it into place, because all the videos I watched, it just slid right into place, but mine was having the hardest time. So a little persuasion with a mini sledgehammer got it into place. And ended up not, messing up anything with the sledgehammer. It just gave it a little persuasion to get into place. That's pretty much all I have to talk about for this video. If you have any other similar problems, or if you want me to go over any problems with your car, like, I can kind of figure some stuff out, some stuff I can't figure out, but I can do my best. So if you have any problems, just leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.